Hello Internet, welcome to this quick Source Gaming rumour update. So we don't usually tackle rumours unless we think there's some kind of credibility or evidence backing them up, which means we rarely ever tackle rumours. But this one is slightly different. I'm always a fan of things that line up with numbers we know about, and they've proven stuff in the past, and this time could be something. So this was brought up by Rumour on the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate subreddit, and he was taking a look at Nintendo's official website and looking at the code for stuff like fighter packs, Mii costumes, fighter passes, etc. And he noticed that for Fighter Pass 1, all of the codes are lined up pretty perfectly, like one after another. Piranha Plant as well. So Piranha Plant is 8501. And it goes up to 8506, which is Byleth. So each one comes one after another. And then the Rex costume that you got for getting Fighter Pass 1 is 07. So 8502 to 8507 basically condenses everything that you get within Fighter Pass 1. All neatly next to each other, and that makes complete sense. It didn't get any sort of bonus extra content with Fighter Pass 1. It's all condensed. And then all the Mii costumes and stuff that also came alongside Fighter Pass 1 are just a bit random and all over the place in terms of their code, which also makes sense. They're not tied to anything specifically, they're just being added as and when. So yeah, alright, that all makes sense on its own, but what does this mean for Fighter Pass 2? Well, he took a look at Fighter Pass 2, which is ordered as 18967, which is Min. And this makes sense. It wouldn't obviously come straight after Fighter Pass 1. There's a ton of stuff on Nintendo's website. And it goes all the way up to... well, first you've got... if you go to the Empire and Mithra, who are the latest ones, I should say, it's 18970. So yeah, so that makes sense. 67, 68, 69 is Sephiroth, 70 is Pyra Mithra. That's all the ones we have. And then 7.1 and 7.2 are reserved for the unreleased packs of 10 and 11. So yeah, okay, but then the bonus Ancient Helm and Gear costume, which is the equivalent of the Rex Mii costume this time, has code 18974, which means 18973 is actually blank right now. And that's really interesting, because obviously if it was like the first Fighter Pass and that's all we were getting, this bonus Mii costume should be 7.3, but it's not, it's 7.4. Meaning that there's something on Nintendo, in Nintendo's official website, in its internal sort of product codes for this DLC that we don't know about yet. Of course, it could be nothing. It could be a mistake. It might be done to throw people off. But I don't necessarily think so. This doesn't feel like the sort of thing they would be expecting people to look at, and they haven't done in the past, where looking at Nintendo's code has revealed some things to people who have keen eyes. So what could this mean? I mean, I don't think it is for a different game completely, or different DLC for another game, because it wouldn't really make sense to include it there. You'd think it would be part of that pass. So the original Reddit user, OP, has speculated that it could be some kind of bonus. He's hoping it's a bonus fighter, which I'm sure we all are. Something like Piranha Plant that's not part of the Fighters Pack. But I don't think it would be. I think, considering its location, I think it's got to be something that's given as a part of this Fighters Pass. Because that's obviously... Otherwise it'd be located after the Fighters Pass. It wouldn't be located within it. So what does this mean? Well, I think there are like 4 or 5 possibilities. One, we actually have a bonus 7th fighter in this Fighters Pass that Nintendo and Sakurai have just been keeping a secret. Option 2 is that we do have a bonus fighter, but it's just an Echo fighter. It could be an Echo fighter for someone in the pass, like maybe Fighter 11 is actually coming with their own Echo, and it's just the two of them together there. Or, I mean, I guess technically it could be the same for Fighter 10. So that's also an option. The third option is that it could be a bonus stage or something. Like if they were planning on doing a stage like they did with Pirate Ship, potentially if you get this Fighter Pass, you get a free stage. Maybe they're adding in something like Planet Zebes or Mushroom Kingdom Melee back into the game, and it's going to be part of this Fighter Pass. Or potentially This is something that you actually get if you get both Fighter Pass 1 and 2, like another Mii costume, a special bundle that they're adding at the end. I don't that one I'm less sure on, because I think it would come after the ancient gear and stuff, but it's certainly a possibility. I think for me, on a personal speculation level, I think it's more likely to be either the stage or Echo Fighter. Just judging on what Sakurai and Nintendo have said, I don't think we're getting an 8th fighter. I feel like they've been pretty clear that there's only 2 more like presentations to show off fighters to go. But that doesn't rule out Echo fighters, especially if the Echo is for one of these 2 characters. They would show them both off in the same thing. And if it was a stage, I reckon they would do the same. Like, they'd probably announce the stage along with one of the fighters. And yeah, it's super interesting. I'll link the actual post below for people, and he's also included sources, which you always love to see. And yeah, I think this means that we are gaining some sort of little neat bonus. Like I said, I don't think it's a full fighter, but it could be an Echo fighter, it could be a stage. I'd love to see it be a fighter, but ultimately I would say it does have something to do with Fighter Pass 2. I don't think this is something for Fighter Pass 3, because if you look at Pass 1's numbers and Pass 2, where they're located in the code, they've got something completely different to where their actual individual packs are when they're all broken up. So I don't think this has anything to do with the potential Pass 3, and I don't think it's just a random Mii fighter, because those just sort of get added sporadically as it goes on. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments, what you sort of expect it to be and what you'd like it to be. I'd personally be all for an Echo fighter. If, like, there's so many popular requests, maybe they'll add, like, Octolings for the Inklings, or maybe it'll be one of the new fighters is coming with a Echo. Maybe whatever that Jane thing was that was part of Joker's original code all the way back when he first came out, maybe that is actually an Echo fighter, and that's finally getting added, just slapped onto the end as a nice little bonus for everybody. Or maybe it is a stage. I do think that there are quite a few stages left that could definitely be added easily into the game. Planet Zebes in particular is one I would have really liked to see come back. But yep, that's enough rambling from me. As always, thank you to our patrons who are on screen right now. Hit like, share this news, check out the sources in the comments below, and always remember to return to the source.